Hi, my name is Precise and welcome to my channel Precise Plays. If you like this video, then please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. So I'm Protoss, and my enemy, the AI, is also Protoss. The only reason why I'm fighting against AI is because I'm practicing with Protoss, learning some strategies, and getting better. But what I really need to do, the only thing I have to do to get better is get a big army quickly. Basically take about 12 minutes to get a big enough army. So I need to hurry up. Getting a gateway, getting a forge. As you can see, I'm not doing the typical Protoss build of kind of blocking your entrance, your ramp. But I'm gonna be building some photon cannons to defend my base. While they won't be building almost any photon cannons. Those two gateways will finish. Photon cannons building, getting those Protoss refineries. Getting a few more photon cannons. While I'm looking at the cybernetics core, I wanted to see how soon I'd start building it. Because later in this game, I build it, but it's quite dumb because I built it in my main and not on the outside. I could have already had it and started that warp gate upgrade. Getting that shield upgrade for Protoss, getting all those pylons. Now just getting that cybernetics core. Not training anybody with these two warp gateways. Sorry, keep on thinking about when there's a warp gate. Sorry, I went back in time just to look at the enemies a bit more. When I get that cybernetics core, they get another zealot and I forgot it was another unit destroying that rock. Cybernetics core just finished. Can I soon get that upgrade? The warp gate. Getting 2 shield batteries. And I just started getting the warp gate. On the other hand, my enemy is almost finished. Okay, now they have. And they're going to be able to warp in units now. just scouting around with that probe. The enemy is what many beginners do is they don't scout, and that's really bad because you always gotta scout. It's like a priority. Well, basically it is, because if you don't scout, then you don't know if they're coming to attack you or the signs of them coming to attack you, or they're rushing or something like that. You don't know until it actually happens, and you're like, shoot, I should have scouted. Warping in 3 zealots. Shield batteries are taking some damage, and I push them back. I have no idea why AI did that. Because their whole army just ended up disappearing in many areas. Getting a whole bunch of zealots. Getting all those ground unit upgrades. Need the Twilight Council, getting that too. Looking at how much a zealot costs, kinda sad that a zealot costs 100 minerals. And the Archons just cost 100 minerals, but 350 gas. So I am quite sad that everything for Protoss is really expensive. Many people think, oh, the buildings for Protoss, they build on themselves. Well, that I could be mining and have like 10,000 minerals. Well, that's not the reality, because you always spend those minerals on either units or upgrades, which are, to me, overpriced. It's like a store you enter and you find, let's just say a mouse or a keyboard for $100, and you're like, wow, I could just buy that one keyboard or that one mouse, or I could buy a bunch of other little things that are way less. So it's basically like that. They got observers. They're going to scare my whole base, and I didn't even notice. Quite sad. I would have done activated the observers mode, but oh well. It's so sad how Protoss have an observer that's camouflaged, and they can see, basically, well, cloaked, and they can see your whole base until you have detectors. It's quite sad that you have to cover your whole base with detectors, and now they're giving observers to their own army just in case Dark Templar or other guys come in. I really like the animation for the observer too. The side turny things going around, and also face when it moves. I don't really like the, what's it called? I really pay attention to the names of the Protoss units because I'm a Terran player. So yeah, I'm getting the Zealot charge. And I'm getting all those ground upgrades. The good thing about Protoss, another good thing, one of the many good things, is that they have 2 pairs of shields. They have their outside shields, and then their inside shields. And the inside shields are they can get up to 3, and their outside shields can get up to 3 damage, 3 armor. So that's really useful, because if you had a Marine that only did 6 damage, no upgrades, he'd be doing nothing to the Zealot. And also, many units like Mutas don't do that much damage, instead of doing, I think, the 9 damage they do. Now, they'll be doing 3 damage, but that's why one of the good things. Another good thing is the warp gates. Just need power, and you can warp in a whole bunch of units if you have the minerals. They should have made like a warp, like for the Stargate, becoming like another warp gate, but just for the Stargate and for the robotics facility. I mean, that would have been overpowered, but still, it would have been quite nice. Getting some sentries in. Defending my base. They got a void ray and a whole bunch of those warp prisms. I really like the animation for the warp prisms too. Reminds me of like Star Wars. Yeah, it reminds me of Star Wars. The little lasers coming out as the clone troopers fire. Sending some probes to the 3rd base. Getting the last upgrades for my very precise Protoss army. Well, not yet. Should not be getting the High Templar, but still. And a lot more warp gates. They're attacking me. Yippee-ki-yah. Be sending out my zealots and sentries and adepts to beam them away. Have I lost anybody? No. Wow. Well, I think I've lost, yeah, no, I have, I think, 2 zealots. Zealots are very good at dealing damage to Zerglings or other units like that, but not to like the Thors. One Zealot against a Thor, where do you know he's gonna win? But I'd love to see someone make a YouTube video about like 3,000 Zealots versus 1,000 Thors. I would love to see that, because Thors are very good. They can withstand lots of weight damage, and are really good at giving damage. So I'd love to see that. Getting some Zealots. I think this is my final Zealot. No, it won't be my final Zealots. getting a Tempest. I think right after this Tempest and Immortals, I start getting my you'll see. My Protoss army is getting ready. They're just getting those upgrades. See, as you can see here, I'm getting 4 more warp gates and gateways and the Templar archives. And you probably know what I'm gonna do now, but if you don't, you'll see. They're getting the disruptors. I've never actually used these disruptors. Wow, that's a lot of damage. So the beam only lasts for 2 seconds, and they just send it out. And well, that's really good for like infiltrate, because enemy with a bucketload of Marines, all you need are those, and then you can kill the whole army with some what do they call it? The big the units that Loco is calling laser giraffes. Okay, these are all my High Templar, but dang, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot the name of the Cyclossi. Yeah, Cyclossi. Okay, now getting these Archons. So this is what I'll be getting, using all of my High Templar for. Archons. Attacking a base. They won't use their disruptors for anything there, and then they're going to use it on my infiltrate. Okay, they did use it on my base. And then I lost a whole bunch of zealots there. I'm so sad for them. Archons kicking everybody away from my base. And I'm going to be getting a few more Archons. Okay, I should have attacked. Basically defenseless. Oh my goodness. Why did I take so long to attack? I could have destroyed them entirely. Oh, okay, gang. 5 more Archons. When I use when I train High Templar, I don't see any use for them. All they can do is their first ability, which is steal the energy and use that as damage. And their second ability is, well, once you research it, Psionic Storm. But every time I use Psionic Storm, I miss. So what's the point? As you can see. So I only use it for Archons. That's the only thing. My 10 Archons, bucketload of sentries, and some zealots and adepts in there. They unlocked all the units for almost everything. Sending out my army. destroy this rock. Yeah. To show off my power. And it would have been quicker than just going around. And what I don't, another thing I don't like about ranged units, this applies for every race, is that they build a wall. If, for example, there's that entrance and the starport was there, 7 Archons will build a wall on that entrance, attacking it, and not allow anything else to enter, which I don't like. I want maximum damage. And also it's not that good if you see the Archon wall, but it's not good at all if you have 1/10 of your army doing something and 9/10 are just running around playing tag. So, yeah. They got an army. They're retreating to get more units. I'm gonna be coming here and destroying their expansion. I think their first expansion. Well, tell me in the chat if this is first expansion or second expansion, the one that I'm talking right now. And if it's first or second, I will apply whichever one is correct. Destroying their army. Got Void Ray. Many of my Archons will die because of those immortals. So sad for them. May they rest in peace. Destroying many of those units. Yeah, at the end I'll be killing everybody. And they're getting their base up. The AI should really learn not to expand when their enemy has full control over and has the biggest army. Destroying all those pylons, and they're getting more units, getting those upgrades done, and I'm going to be destroying this whole base, not noticing that they're getting another base. Destroy the Nexus. It's really cool how the Nexus explodes. It looks like a really big bomb. Destroying. For Protoss, if you're Terran and you're against Protoss, the meanest thing you can do to them is destroying all their pylons. Because one, as you should know, that's their supply depots. And two, without any of those pylons, their buildings are empowered and they are easier to destroy. Destroying my Archon because it's already destroying my units. Damaging them and entering their base. Yeah, I just call it GG, but I'm not that nice to the AI, so I want to clear out everything, leave nothing left behind, attacking those pylons. Yeah, aiming for all those pylons. See the sentries build a wall, so now they're not letting anything pass through. Got that warp gate, be warping in a many zealots. It's got that energy thing, so it's minus 4 seconds, which is really good. 7 seconds of warping in. Oh, come on, AI. You should learn to give up. Like, actually just give up. You feel really powerful when you have a chance to let the AI give up or not. But it's kind of sad for the AI because they have to witness their whole base being destroyed and obliterated and then being hunted down. One of the games I played is Protoss. I was hunting this one probe down with an army of 50 something zealots. Yeah, 80 zealots. And I guess we can call it GG. If you like this video, then like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and family. See you in the next one.